Words spoken here by the President of Indonesia. This is the country with the largest Muslim population of all nations.
Sejumlah kejadian aneh dan unik terjadi menjelang pidato, saat Prabowo berpidato dan setelah Prabowo pidato di PBB. Kejadian ini terungkap dan sudah diverifikasi kebenarannya. Pertama, menjelang pidato Presiden Prabowo, ada kejadian aneh yang tiba-tiba menimpa Presiden Amerika Serikat Donald Trump. Eskalator yang tiba-tiba mati mewarnai sidang umum PBB di New York. Peristiwa itu menjadi sorotan karena terjadi saat Presiden Amerika Serikat Donald Trump dan ibu negara Melania Trump menaikinya. Rombongan Donald Trump sempat berhenti sejenak sebelum kemudian Trump harus berjalan kaki menaiki tangga eskalator tersebut satu persatu bersama istrinya Melania Trump. Saat itu Trump masih terlihat tenang, namun beberapa menit kemudian kesabaran Donald Trump kembali diuji ketika teleprompter mengalami gangguan di awal pidatonya di sidang umum PBB. Teleprompter adalah alat untuk membaca naskah pidato. Ia menutup pernyataan dengan nada yang khas. Inilah dua hal yang saya dapatkan dari PBB. Eskalator rusak dan teleprompter bermasalah. Terima kasih banyak. Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa membantah adanya niat jahat di balik peristiwa tersebut. Sebelumnya, Dinas Rahasia Amerika Serikat mengungkap jaringan perangkat elektronik yang berpotensi menghancurkan jaringan telekomunikasi di New York tepat sebelum pelaksanaan sidang umum PBB Selasa 23 September 2025. Lembaga itu tidak menyebutkan pihak yang bertanggung jawab atas perangkat canggih tersebut, tetapi mengaitkannya dengan aktor negara serta individu yang dikenal oleh aparat penegak hukum federal. Kejadian unik dan aneh yang kedua, mikrofon Presiden Prabowo Subianto tiba-tiba mati saat memberikan pidato dalam sidang Majelis Umum Perserikatan Bangsa-Bangsa. Begitupun pemimpin negara lainnya seperti Erdogan saat menyerukan penderitaan rakyat Palestina.
We are willing to provide peacekeeping forces. We are willing to support and we will provide food and humanitarian aid.
Ternyata mikrofon itu otomatis mati karena memang ada batasan waktunya. Peristiwa itu terjadi dalam momen pertemuan tingkat tinggi PBB terkait isu Palestina dan solusi dua negara di markas PBB New York pada 22 September waktu setempat. Mikrofon Prabowo mati saat menyampaikan kalimat, "Kami bersedia menyediakan pasukan perdamaian." Ketiga, Benyamin Netanyahu, kepala otoritas Israel, memberikan tanggapan atas pidato yang disampaikan oleh Presiden Indonesia Prabowo Subianto pada sesi debat umum sidang Majelis Umum PBB ke-80. Netanyahu menyatakan bahwa ia telah mencatat dengan saksama semua poin yang diangkat oleh Prabowo. "Saya mencatat, seperti halnya Anda juga pasti mencatat." Kata-kata yang penuh semangat yang disampaikan di sini oleh Presiden Indonesia, ujar Netanyahu di markas PBB pada 27 September 2025. Netanyahu menyoroti posisi Indonesia sebagai negara dengan populasi Muslim terbesar di dunia. Menurutnya, pembelaan Prabowo terhadap Palestina di forum PBB dapat diartikan sebagai sinyal penting mengenai situasi di masa depan. Ini juga merupakan pertanda tentang apa yang bisa terjadi di masa depan, katanya.
Words spoken here by the President of Indonesia. This is the country with the largest Muslim population of all nations. Monitor Hezbollah's actions, but to prevent them from violating the ceasefire and attacking us at any time. But I'm sure that if the Lebanese government persists in its goal of disarming Hezbollah, peace will come very speedily and very readily. Victory over Hezbollah has made peace possible with our two Arab neighbors in the north. Victory over Hamas will make peace possible with nations throughout the Arab and Muslim world. Our victory would lead to a dramatic extension and expansion of the historic Abraham Accords, which President Trump brokered between Arab leaders and myself 5 years ago. And I took note, as I'm sure you did too, of the encouraging words spoken here by the President of Indonesia. This is the country with the largest Muslim population of all nations. And it's also a sign of what could come. Forward-looking Arabs and Muslim leaders know that cooperating with Israel will provide them with groundbreaking Israeli technologies, including in medicine and science, in agriculture and water, in defense and AI, and so many other fields. I believe that in the coming years, the Middle East will look dramatically different. Many of those who wage war on Israel today will be gone tomorrow. Brave peacemakers will take their place.
Netanyahu mengklaim bahwa para pemimpin Arab dan Muslim yang berpandangan maju menyadari bahwa kerjasama dengan Israel akan membuka akses mereka terhadap teknologi-teknologi canggih Israel mencakup bidang kedokteran, sains, pertanian, manajemen air, pertahanan, kecerdasan buatan, dan sektor lainnya. Kejadian aneh dan unik yang keempat, diam-diam ternyata Presiden Donald Trump memperhatikan detail pidato Prabowo dari kata-kata hingga gerakan tubuhnya. Salah satu yang diperhatikan Trump adalah aksi Prabowo menggebrak podium pidato berulang kali selama pidato itu berlangsung.
I think I will just make it very brief. The only reason we're here is to stop the war and bring the hostages back. And we count on you and your leadership as well to end this war and to help the people of Gaza. The situation is very, very, very bad there. So we are here to meet to do everything we can to stop this war and to bring the hostages back. So once again, Mr. President, thank you very much for hosting everyone.
Well, and also great speech you made today. Really, I watched it. A really great speech. Thank you very much. And you too, my friend. Great speech. You did a great job pounding on that table. I said, how would you like to deal with him when you left? It's not easy. You did a great job. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. We're going to work very hard on this. This is going to be...
Trump pun memuji pidato Prabowo secara langsung saat pertemuan multilateral dan menyinggung khusus aksi gebrak meja tersebut.
We may be weak individually, but the sense of oppression, the sense of injustice has proven in the history of mankind that this sense of injustice, this sense of oppression will unite into a strong force that will overcome this oppression, that will overcome this injustice. To close, I would like to reiterate again Indonesia's complete support for the two-state solution in Palestine. We must have an independent Palestine, but we must also recognize, we must also respect, and we must also guarantee the safety and security of Israel. Only then we can have real peace, and no longer hate and no longer suspicion. The only solution is this two-state solution. Two descendants of Abraham must live in reconciliation, peace, and harmony. Arabs, Jews, Muslims, Christians, Hindus, Buddhists, all religions, we must live as one human family. Indonesia is committed to being part of making this vision a reality. Is this a dream? Maybe, but this is the beautiful dream that we must work together towards. Let us work towards this noble goal. Let us continue humanity's journey of hope, a journey started by our forefathers, a journey that we must complete. Thank you Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom. Om Santi, Santi, Santi Om. Namo Buddhaya. Thank you very much. May God bless us all. May peace be upon us. Thank you very much.